Welcome. In this video we'll continue with Burp Suite. In Burp Suite we will see scanning. Here is Scanner tab. In Scanner, first go to Live Scanning. In Live Scanning, first we will see Passive Scanning. So basically what happens in Passive Scanning is Passive Scan checks analyze your existing traffic for evidence of vulnerabilities. Like if I browse any website here or enter any kind of values in a website, means those will be scanned in Passive Scanning. The scanner will not send any kind of request created by it. But in Active Scanning, it will create a request and send it to check its vulnerabilities. First, let us see Passive Scanning. Make it sure you have kept Live Active Scanning to Don't Scan and Live Passive Scanning to scan everything. Let me open one website, that is biblehistory.com. So here is the website I have opened. In Scanner, the scanning would have started. The result of scan depends upon what all sites I browse here and what all values I enter here. You can see I have opened new page in the biblehistory.com. Regarding those pages, I am getting scanned information. So that's all. This is how passive scanning works. Now let's see active scanning. For that, go into Live Scanning and set Live Passive Scanning to Don't Scan and set Live Active Scanning to use Suite Scope. As we have set Live Active Scanning to use Suite Scope, now let us define the scope. In Target, what we want here is biblehistory.com. Here it is. I'll just right click on it and add it to the scope. In scope, biblehistory.com is added. For our clarity, in filter I'll set show only in scope items. So now I'll just refresh this page. Here in scan queue, the URL subcat.php, that is this one, is added in a scan queue. Now the Burp Suite is sending all kind of requests to find the vulnerabilities. If you want to know what all kind of vulnerabilities exist, you can check in issue definitions. Here, almost all kind of vulnerabilities are listed. You can read and understand them. To scan it completely, it will take lots of time. As you can see here, it is just 0% complete and more than 90 requests are sent and got just one error. We have detected right now the most dangerous vulnerability as it has turned out into red color. To know more about that issue, you can go to issue activity. In that you can see here the vulnerability is cross-site scripting and that too reflected one. Here the information regarding the vulnerability is stated. The payload it has sent is this one, the script, and the input was echoed in the application response. One more vulnerability we got here is SQL injection. The payload apostrophe was submitted in the ID parameter and the database error message was returned. We have already got two major vulnerability. As scanning is still happening, it's just 7% complete. So that's all. This is how you use Scanner to find vulnerability in a website. Moreover, what you can check out in the Scanner is Options tab. Here you have lots of options to decide what kind of scan you want to perform. Attack insertion points. The insertion point can be URL parameter, body, cookie, parameter name, HTTP header, entire body. URL path file name. You can even try this emf string parameter, but do avoid it as it is pretty much dangerous. If you want to know about what is this emf string, just Google about it, as right now this concept is out of scope for this video. It's better to use default settings. What they have written itself defines what this value. I feel there is no need to explain these things. The most important part of this option I feel is active scanning optimization. You can set up the speed here. If you have pretty much less time, then set it to fast. If you have lots of time, then set it to thorough. Scan accuracy, I've set it to normal. If you set it to minimum false negatives, then it will give you lots of vulnerabilities. But anyhow, I would just like to recommend you normal. Then if you found any kind of vulnerabilities which you feel are basically not a vulnerability, then set it to minimize false positive and do check those vulnerabilities to exist or not in minimize false positives. In active scanning areas, here are vulnerabilities which are checkboxed. If you're not interested in the particular vulnerability like SQL, you can uncheck it. And other thing, if you read it, you will get it what it basically means. The scan is just 46% complete and it has got 6 issues. I hope this much knowledge of scanner is enough for you to jumpstart the scanning of any website by yourself. That's all. Thank you for watching this video.